I think this is from The Office. I'm in my 20s, and this is a scene when I'm reacting to something offensive that Steve Carell character's Michael Scott has said.
Come on, Michael, you're interrupting.
You're kidding me! God! You say radon is silent but deadly, and then you expect me not to make farting noises with my mouth?
Being cast in The Office felt like a small miracle. Actually, it still feels like a small miracle because the show still seems to resonate with a lot of people. And I feel so lucky that I got to do that when I was 24.
This summer, I did the Minority Executive Training Program at Yale. You guys, I'm like really smart now. You don't even know. You could ask me, Kelly, what's the biggest company in the world? And I'd be like, blah, 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 giving you the exact right answer.
The Office really changed my life and my career completely. I wouldn't have a career right now if it wasn't for my role as a writer and eventually a producer and a director and obviously an actor on the show. Everything I learned about my sense of humor, about my work ethic, came from working at The Office and writing. I think I wrote 24 episodes of the show, so I was completely trained in comedy working on that show. What would I tell myself in this moment? I would tell myself, do not laugh, because I used to break constantly. It was so annoying to the editors because they couldn't use takes because I'd just be laughing. Oh no, this is awful. Well, this is a great window into my early 20s, or probably I was like 19 years old when this photo was taken, because that's the time when I could still wear satin halter tops. That was considered like a cool thing to wear. I believe that this photo was taken at like a parents' weekend when I was at Dartmouth College, and we got really dressed up because our parents were going to take us to an expensive restaurant. I was really focused on my studies. I don't even think I was really funny until I was probably like 19 years old, because I was too focused on doing schoolwork. I always loved comedy. I always wanted to do it, but you know, growing up as a kid in the 80s in Boston and having no connections to the industry, and you know, I'm Indian and my Indian family didn't have people in the business in New York or LA, it felt really impenetrable. I always loved wearing those doctor's coats. I think it always made my parents really happy that at least I played a fake doctor since I wasn't actually a doctor. I love those lab coats. I think I still have one. I think this is a scene where I am like listening happily to another character, the Mindy Project.
I believe congratulations is in order. Your video was on Tosh.0. He called you his, quote, fat loser of the week.
That is incredibly hateful.
Oh no, I think he was laughing with you.
What inspired the Mindy Project? I think that after working at The Office for 8 years, which was such a funny show, but kind of inherently unglamorous, not really about romance, not really about dating, set in a small town, I really wanted to do something that was a real reaction to that. So I wanted to do a show about fashion and romance in New York City with people who had disposable income and cared about how they dressed, and so that was the Mindy Project. You know, when I was young and broke and wanted to get into Hollywood, I didn't have a specific thing that I needed to be in. I just wanted to be in something quality and that made me laugh. So whether it was The Office or the Mindy Project, I just wanted to work with really funny people and get a paycheck. Oh. Okay, this photo makes me sad because my daughter is already much bigger than that in that photo we took this year. This photo, I have made my daughter wear matching pajamas with me, and so she's unwillingly being held with me and she just wants to run around, and I've just made her take a photo with me. I didn't really think about being a mom when I was a teenager and when I was in my 20s, but I always loved my relationship with my mother so much. She was the love of my life. And when she passed away when I was 30, I thought, I really want to have that relationship again, even if I have to be like the mom and someone else is the daughter. And so it made sense to have a kid, and I was really lucky that I had a girl. This is great. I love this photo. DSW Gives is amazing, and the Do Good pop-up is so fun. Why is it important to give back? Well, I mean, I feel really blessed. I love fashion, I love clothes. I'm in a position where I feel like if I want something, I can get it, and not everyone is that way. And in the holidays, it's a really good time to think about the people who don't have as much. And while we're buying things for people in our lives who we love, it's, I think, really important to see we can make differences in people who we don't know. I think that we are really privileged, my daughter and and so I think living that life with her, it's really important for her to see her mother partnering with organizations like DSW Gives and seeing how they help be strong and Souls for Souls and can make a real difference.